Hey, what's up? Coach Jameson here again. Today we're going to be going over some tummy time, a little bit of activation, kind of depending on where you're at. I'll give you a few different things to play with. Tummy time is a great way to pull our upper back space that is stuck being pulled forward, again, from our world of modern living in our chair and with all of our tech, and really start pulling all of this stuff into the back space, including the neck. So if you got a lot of shoulder tension, neck pain, even upper thoracic back pain, this is going to be something you're going to want to try to implement for a couple weeks and see if it helps relieve any of that. We're going to start by coming onto our tummy. And the first variation we're going to play with, tops of the feet are going to be down. I want my big toes in and my heels pointing out. And from here, I'm going to bring my hands and elbows just out in front of me. I want you to imagine a little baby, or if you have any little kids or nieces or nephews, how they do their tummy time. Again, they get in this beautiful extension in the upper spine, something a lot of us have lost due to years of sitting in the chair. So that's the goal. I want you to be mindful when we're doing this, that if you're feeling a ton of compression and activation in the low back, to come out. Again, the goal isn't to just get as high as we can, but it's to get up as high as we can with the intention of activating the upper back and shoulder muscles and the low back as well. It will be feeling it, but we don't want that low back taking all the blunt and compression while we're doing this. So we're going to start with the elbows just out in front of the shoulders, tops of the feet pressing down, hands gently pressing down, and then I'm going to pull back into that nice chin tuck so the back of my head is being pulled up. We can even play with our decomp breathing here for the first minute or so. I'm just going to take you through a quick variation with all of these. You're going to hold, I'm going to gently press my hands and elbows down, and imagine like I'm trying to pull myself forward towards that wall. That's going to draw my shoulders down away from my ears and back as well. Again, most of this activation I should be feeling into my upper back, not so much into the low back. From here, I'm going to have you reach your arms all the way forward, and then we're going to focus on a few extensions. As I inhale, I'm going to pull my chin back, shoulders back. All of this is pulling back from my upper back. Hands are just down here to support. I don't want you to use your hands to press up higher. I want you to use the strength from the upper back to get up. So you'll notice as I inhale, I pull back. As I exhale, I'm going to reach nice and long in front of me. Inhale up. Exhale, release, and reach. We're going to do this for anywhere from like 10 to 20 reps, whatever feels best in your body. We're going to get one more here. Exhale, release. The next position we're going to go into is a little hold. So we're going to inhale, pull up. From here, I'm going to float onto my fingertips and do your best to keep the chest lifted. If when you pull your hands off the ground, the chest falls, that means you're pulling up too high. So I'm going to inhale, lift, slowly pull back the hands from support, and the hands are going to pull back to my chest, chin and throat pulling back up to the sky. And we're going to hold here and breathe for sets of anywhere from 20 seconds or more. This is something where you can progress up in time. After your hold, you bring the hands down, relax in between sets, and then we'll go right into another one. Our next variation from here is we're going to pull the arms back into a W shape. We're going to take a big inhale, now with the intelligence of pulling the chin back, really activating the mid and upper back muscles. We're going to lift and now pull the hands and elbows up towards the sky, really get that engagement in the upper back, hold and breathe. We're going to do a 30-second hold, followed immediately by reps. We're going to reach down, touch, and then pull back up. So after our 30-second hold or longer, then we're going to go into anywhere from 10 to 20 reps with our arms in this W shape. Again, after we rep out, we're going to slowly lower the hands, turn your cheek to one side, take a couple breaths. We're going to do two more variations here that you're going to be able to play with and utilize. The next one, we're going to come up, and now we're going to go into some side bending. We're going to start with the hands down. So we're going to pull the left elbow down towards the hip. Right arm reaches up and across, so I'm side bending into my left side. And then I'm going to alternate, keeping the support of my hands down. And then at the end range, you can see I'm using my hands to give me a little bit of an extra lift, but being mindful, again, that I'm not compressing my low back. And you're going to alternate side for side. This is something that I'm going to leave up to you. You can do for time or for reps. And we're going to alternate back and forth. Once you're feeling strong there, then we can keep the hands elevated as we side bend and punch out in front of us. Again, all these are going to be done for time or reps to whatever you're feeling. Our last full variation is going into our full Superman position or a full tummy time position where I'm going to try to activate my entire back chain. This is really tough. Again, don't feel like you have to jump right into this. We're going to start by tucking the toes. Now in this position, once toes are tucked, I'm going to allow the knees to come off the ground. I'm going to think of internally rotating, so again, my heels are pointing out. Arms going to reach overhead, thumbs up to the sky, and on the count of 3, everything is going to come up and we're going to hold. In 3, 2, 1, feet, thighs, knees, chest, head, arms, lift, and hold. Again, this is a very tough position, something we're going to want to build up and progress to. I don't mind the hands being down at first. Working the lower half is tough, especially keeping that internal rotation and the toes pulling up. So you're going to go for max time. Again, this is something we can build up to, even working for 1 to 2 minutes at a time. Once you're done, you're going to lower, hands to the side, turn your cheek, take a couple breaths here, observe, check in with the body, see how that felt before moving into another set. That is our tummy time and some of our different active variations.